As much as I like Western movies and series, nobody nails romance like anime. It has such a good way to create chemistry between two individuals. If you ask me to say my favorite couple of all time, many anime couples pop in my head. Back in 2020, there was a show called Twilight Bound Hanako-kun that I really liked. It is a supernatural comedy which explores different stories passed in schools. Every school in Japan seems to have a series of stories called the Seven Wonders. The Seven Wonders are seven stories that is popular among many students. One of the well-known tales among these seven stories is of Hanako-san, the ghost of a young girl haunting the school bathrooms. Rumors has it that if you are successful to summon this Hanako-san, then any wish that you have will be fulfilled. In hopes to have a romantic relationship, Yashiro, the female main character, tries to summon this Hanako-kun. To her surprise, she was able to summon the ghost. She discovered a male ghost, Hanako-kun. Through many unfortunate events, she becomes the assistant of this Hanako-kun trapped in the world of the supernaturals. It is a very laid-back anime that develops on the chemistry between Yashiro and Hanako-kun. Supernatural and romance through teasing go hand in hand in this show, making it very entertaining and eye-catchy. The teasing and the interaction between Amane and Yashiro is really entertaining and fun to watch. The animation is well done. I like the frame-in-a-frame editing chosen by the godly animators, imitating the panels of a manga. The main character, Hanako-kun voice actor, does a really good job at expressing Hanako-kun's emotions. Honestly, this is my favorite voice among many anime I have watched. I like his voice because it perfectly expresses the playfulness of Hanako-kun but still contains a hidden burden in the very same vocal performance. This adaptation is one of the few times that I would say is better than the manga. The anime is so aesthetic and pleasing to the eye. Overall, a very good anime I want to recommend to everyone. To change couples, let's talk about the controversial ones, Nagatoro and Senpai. You either love Nagatoro or you hate Nagatoro. I see why many people dislike this show. Similar to most people, for me as well at the beginning, I was about to drop the material. Nagatoro was so hard to appreciate because at the beginning it showed bullying in a positive light. But after 15 chapters, you start to see its charm. Nagatoro is the extreme side of teasing. I don't remember when, but I found Nagatoro kind of endearing. You witness Nagatoro genuinely fall in love with Senpai. Senpai also eventually falls in love with Nagatoro. Every time she is with Senpai, she blushes, and whenever Senpai talks with a girl, she becomes overly protective. I'm not saying it's the correct way to show affection, but it proves that love can be interpreted in many ways. Ever wanted a girl that's like a homie? Well, that's Uzaki-san. The character Uzaki-san is annoying, but in a very good way. Uzaki-san wants to hang out is the story about Uzaki hanging out with his senpai. Appropriate title if I say so myself. Both of them don't know they love each other, but like the side characters, we are screaming propose already to them every episode. They do stuff like playing games, working together, drinking alcohol with each other, an ideal relationship where the one you love is like your friend. The tease that this show provides is like a prank pulled by your friends to annoy the hell out of you. Senpai in this show gets annoyed very easily, making him a prime candidate to tease. Uzaki falls in love with Senpai when he tries to teach Uzaki swimming. She becomes more and more affectionate from that point. It is just a sit back and relax show that is frustrating sometimes but mostly entertaining. One of the currently airing romance show that I like is The Duke of Death and his Maid. After lots of teasing type anime, it is really hard to stand out from its competitors. However, this anime stands on its own ground. Within many dense protagonists, the male main character in this show is not oblivious to love. He shows his affection many times in the anime. The teasing this show provides is of the seductive kind. Showing cleavages is one of the many tactics the female main character, Alice, uses to capture the attention of his young master. The Duke was cursed by a witch. The curse was that any living thing that the Duke touches simply dies. The setting of the show is that when you can't even touch the ones you love, what do? The Duke, before meeting the Alice, is suicidal. He believes that he is a burden that can do things most people can do. He was named a monster and even ridiculed by his mother, but Alice saved him. She made him believe that even a quote-unquote monster has loved ones that care for it. Previously, I have mentioned that I like the main character. The reason I like him is due to his past. After being abandoned by almost everybody but Rob, which by the way, God bless Rob, his will to live dies. When everyone identifies you as a monster, you become one. He didn't want to be a burden to Rob, his family, and especially Alice. This scene hit me because a person saying I don't want to live hurts me. So, while watching, I was very sad about the whole environment of the scene. However, not everyone gets it, but everyone needs a Alice in their life. Someone to say, you are needed. It's better to be held than holding on. After this scene, this anime became one of my highlights of this season. Many people didn't like the CGI of the anime, but in my case, I didn't find it irritating. However, after reading the manga, I see why many people are complaining. The art of the manga is exceptional. The story is very well paced and well done. But the anime that nails teasing concept, and my favorite couple in all of anime is teasing master Takagi-san. As per the title, Takagi-san is the master of this trope. This show tease takes the wholesome route. The interaction between Takagi-san and Nishikata is very wholesome. The story, to be honest, is very childish, but I love every bit of it. The setting of the show is Nishikata winning once against Takagi in a match. However, Nishikata can never win against her because he is well knave. The matches are little dares like who can throw a can in the trash bin first. After losing, Takagi always teases him for not beating her. Why do I like this show? It's because every panel of the manga provides some material to smile. It can get repetitive for some, but every time I see this show, I just smile at it. For me, my favorite moment in the entire anime is the cultural festival. A day before the festival, Nishikata, after overcoming his embarrassment, finally asked Takagi-san to come with him to the festival. The joy on Takagi-san at that scene made it so worthwhile to watch. Other moments I really liked were the handkerchief part, where Nishikata says thanks to Takagi and this reaction of Takagi-san. Also, the critical hit scene. All of them melted my heart. This is my favorite amongst the previous ones because the chemistry between them is unmatched for me. There are many other good teasing animes I haven't mentioned. To name one of them is Anjou-san, where the tease is like the Duke of Death and is made very seductive. Anjou-san is also very fun to read because the side characters are well written. I like the side couples since they feel like the main couple in their own story. If you are searching for lewdness, this manga has it. Those were some of the teasing animes I have seen. I hope you enjoyed this one. Saying this, I will bid farewell to you all. This is Dungeon signing out.